So today we've got our two-legged affair against PSG in the quarter-final of the Champions League. Could this season be the year we finish this series and win the Champions League? Welcome back, or welcome if you are new to this series. We're here with Hertha Berlin, and as mentioned, we're trying to win the Champions League, but for now PSG stand in our way. PSG that still have Pochettino as their manager, despite I believe he's just been announced as leaving, or at least I saw that on BBC Sport earlier today, that he's not going to be seeing out the last year of his contract in real life. But in the game 2031, he's still here. Lots and lots of trophies to his name, including 2 Champions Leagues as well. Now, although we have got to face PSG, there are some nice things about that, and I don't know if it was in an email if I go back. I don't think it is, but essentially here it is. Does it give us this? Scout report, score comparison. I don't know where to find it, but essentially they've got Erling Haaland and Moukoko in their team, and both of them are out injured, potentially for both legs, which why I don't want to, you know, win this by almost cheating by having their team injured. I am quite glad about it at the same time. This is going to be our lineup for today though. For the first leg against PSG, we've got Simon in goal, Castillo, Valdez, Lacroix and Funk as our back four, Diallo, Silva, Schubert in midfield, Bedino, Techahua and Luca are front three today. So a very run-of-the-mill sort of Hertha Berlin side, very much the team we've got used to. You can see there's 8 changes from the last match, where we've tried to rest the team as much as possible. We'll have a look in between the games at our results since the last episode, where we're at in the league and all that lovely stuff. But for now, we're going to jump straight into the first match against PSG. As we can see here, they have got Leverington up front, who is a new gen. He is one I tried to sign. I can't remember exactly who I signed instead. I think I tried to sign him when we signed Maxi Gomez, and he went to PSG bizarrely instead of Hertha Berlin. Who would have thought? But he's a very, very good new gen that scores bags and bags of goals. And the fact they've got Haaland, Moukoko and Leverington, the regen, in this team is quite disgusting, really. There's a reason that in this save, I think this would be their 3rd Champions League win. They've definitely won 2. I think they've won League 1 for about 9 seasons in a row or something stupid. Now, Techo over to Bedino. Can't get his head to that one. It's fallen to Valdez, though, for a big cross in the box to Luca. Oh, that could be a great start. But we're going to VAR. We're going back to Philip. If you've been around on the channel for a while, you'll know Philip. Philip is our little man that lives in the referee's ear, and he is the one who checks the goals. And today he said that goal's disallowed. I don't know. I want to agree with Philip on that occasion. I would have quite liked that goal, really. 1-0 up inside 2 minutes against PSG. Would have been lovely. We're, of course, away for the first leg as well. We are over in France, in Paris today to face them. As we can see, we've got a couple more legs going on. We'll have a look at those in a minute, the other 2 legs. Keep an eye on the scores in those one, because it will give us an indication should we get past PSG here, who our opponents might be. But instead, it looks like it's going to be very much like it was against Real Madrid, which is us giving away penalties and fouls and all of that lovely stuff. That is a penalty. Oh, for God's sake. It's happening again. Gomez here. I'm assuming it's not Maxi. It will be a different Gomez. But Simon has saved it. Oh, he's saved it. He's put it out for a corner, but he saved a penalty. That's amazing. This is looking like a great tie as well for the neutrals. The corner comes to nothing. It sells over the bar. We've had one disallowed our end and a penalty saved the other end. And it's not even been 50 minutes yet. And that one's clattered against the crossbar. This is a brilliant match so far. The other 2 ties I was mentioning, of course, one of them is ours. The other one is Man United, Bayern Munich. So we could get to one of those 2 teams. Should we get past PSG, which is looking like it could be quite a difficult task. They have still got Vanarama, and of course they got Freeman. Of course they've got Freeman. I completely forgot about that. But yeah, Freeman obviously went over there from us for £100 million, which now makes me want to win even more. We got lucky there as well. That shot going wide there. I don't know I want to go necessarily back to cautious yet. I mean, we're not exactly doing a lot, he says, as we put away our first goal off of that free kick that was at the start of this highlight. I think that's Schubert taking it, maybe. It was the guy fouled. Either way, it's not. It's Silva taking it over to the back post there with Valdez ready to pounce on that one and head it home and put us 1-0 up in the first half against PSG. This is exactly what we want. I'm happy to soak up pressure because I do think we have a pretty solid back four, back five if you want to include the goalkeeper now. I think they are relatively solid. It's obviously not something you want to be doing long term, letting PSG pile pressure on you. But at the moment, it seems to be working okay. And of course, their XG's a lot, but they did have a penalty. So that's kind of to be expected. We have now got to the 65th minute though. And I'm seeing both Badino and Tetrahoa looking quite tired. So Tetrahoa can come off. And we'll bring on Etari over on that side. And I think we do make the switch the other side as well. And put Cavarat over on that left-hand side. And just keep that front three as fresh as possible. Because if we are going to be soaking up pressure and going on the counter-attack, then we want those front players to be as fit as possible. That was a big long ball forward there for Schubert to try and get to. But, I mean, he's fast, but he's not Usain Bolt. Lucas nicked it, though. An absolutely cannoned one into the goalkeeper there. Donnarumma first to the ball. I think it's Donnarumma. It is still Donnarumma there. Silva now with a corner into Lacroix. Lacroix just heading that one straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. And it is now a corner for PSG. Can we get rid of this one? Oh, we've got lucky again. We are riding our luck a little bit here. I mean, we are letting them have a number of shots. We are just also getting very, very lucky. Schubert can come off. Traore going to come on to face PSG for the last 15 minutes or so. He is still at the club. There's still rumours about him leaving and teams that want him. Real Madrid apparently still want him despite him not being necessarily good enough to break into our first 11 this season. Real Madrid still want to have a look-see, so if they want to pay me an obscene amount of Real Madrid money to take Traore, I am more than game for that to happen. You'll have to obviously wait until the end of the season now and the summer, but I'm more than happy for them to pay me lots and lots of money for him. And on the first leg then, it is going to be a 1-0 win for us. So we are going to take a 1-0 win and bring PSG back to Berlin. Now it's going to be a case of, can we just make that 1-0 win mean something and do well in the second tie as well? And as we can see, we've just got an email about the title race hotting up. So let's give you a little look-see at what's been going on since our leg against Real Madrid, which was in the last episode. We've played these games. We had a match against Augsburg. We won that one at 5-1. Mönchengladbach, we scraped a 1-0 win. And we most recently drew 1-1 with Frankfurt. In terms of the Bundesliga, though, it does mean it looks like this after 29 games, which puts us 5 points clear of second place Bayern Munich. FC Köln have now slipped off and are quite a little bit behind there. And then we've got RB Leipzig, who kind of round up that top four after that. Borussia Dortmund some way behind. Which means we do have 5 games left in the Bundesliga. We've got Freiburg, Wolfsburg, Union Berlin, FC Köln, and Hamburg. We also got Frankfurt in the DFB Pokal semi-final as well. But only 5 more matches and we've got a 5-point gap at the top of the league. So hopefully we're going to go on and win the Bundesliga this season. At least that's the plan. We are still on, technically, for a unprecedented treble. And I say a treble, if we want to count the Super Cup, it's also a quadruple. Be quite a nice end to the series. But before we talk about winning a quadruple, of course, we need to still get past PSG. This is the lineup for the match. I think this is identical to the one we've just seen. It is identical to the one we've just seen. Obviously, I've just played a match in between this. We did just win that one. As you can see, big changes in between matches again to try and keep everyone as fresh as humanly possible for this match against PSG. So we made 9 changes. The only ones that remain from the last match are Unai Simon and I think Castillo. Potentially, I can't remember who it was, the other player that was on there. Either way, it doesn't really matter. The point being here, of course, that we need to now go and make that 1-0 victory in Paris count now that PSG are back in Berlin. That's the whole point here, otherwise it means literally nothing. I had a look as well. Man United beat Bayern Munich 2-0 in their first leg. Lorenzo Luca, ladies and gentlemen, hold that thought while I just smack my microphone around, so apologies if that hit your ears. Lorenzo Luca, the man who shows up for these big games in the Champions League and loves a second leg apparently, much like he did against Real Madrid. Lorenzo Luca, that one's nodded down to him, and once he was through on goal like that, Donnarumma or not, there was absolutely no chance he wasn't scoring that. We are now 2-0 up. As I was saying, Man United beat Bayern Munich 2-0 in the first leg, but as I'm looking at that, Bayern Munich are now 1-0 up against Man United, so they could still instigate a comeback. We love bringing teams back to Berlin as well, by all accounts. Leverington here having to play that one all the way back to his goalkeeper and hoping to now build from the back as we are just applying pressure all over the place now. This is what we want. Just shut them down, don't let them play out, and they've had to play a long ball forward, which Funk is just going to nod down to Unai Simon. We have played a big ball forward ourselves as well. I don't like playing tennis between the goalkeepers. It really bugs me. Castillo cutting that one out, nodding it down to Valdez now, back to Lacroix, who obviously is a former PSG player himself. That is where we purchased him from. So he's come back to face his old manager, much like Freeman has come back to face us. Silva there, trying a chip to get that one over the head of Donnarumma. He's quite a tall lad. That probably wasn't the best choice, but it was a good attempt, I guess. Free kick here for PSG, which has been cleared, but they are still outside their area and on the attack, and they're through on goal here. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I mean, that's great for us, but oh, dear. What was that? That was an awful shot, whoever that was. I'll take it. Funk has just cut out that pass as well and comes storming forward now. He's been tackled, but it's fallen to Diallo, to Luca, to Techahoa, to Bedino. That is some absolutely beautiful team football. But we're going to VAR. Why are we going to VAR? Who was offside in that exactly? Who are you even looking at that could have been offside in that? They weren't. That's what I thought. Look at that. Funk just storms through, gets tackled, but falls to Diallo. Lorenzo Luca, Techahoa, first time pass to Bedino, slots that one in. We are 3-0 up across 2 legs against PSG. Oh, we are loving the Champions League. I feel like we might come unstuck in the next round in the semi-finals. We've either got Bayern Munich, and we know we hate playing against them, or we've got Man United, who last time I checked had Mbappe in their side. I could be lying, he might have left by now, but he was definitely there when we were at Man City a few seasons ago. Big ball forward here to Bedino. Can we get another one? It's crossed into the box, far into the box to Techahoa. Oh, I thought that one was going in. He controlled it, brought it down, but yeah, not quite managing to get that one on target this evening. For context as well, guys, Pep Ramos scored a hat-trick in our last match, playing instead of Lorenzo Luca to give Lorenzo Luca a rest for this one. This comes on and bags himself a hat-trick, which he's done the last 2 times I've started him in games in the league. So I'm very happy with that. I quite like the fact that we can rest Lorenzo Luca and have what is our 3rd choice striker come in and bang himself a hat-trick. 2 goals in a row. Oh, Jesus, 2 goals in a row. Lorenzo Luca, bit ambitious that one. Big shot from range. Look at the match stats. We've had 20 shots against PSG. We are utterly dominating them. We can just keep this up, and we've cut out another pass for them. I think we've kind of rattled them a bit now, and they've just kind of stopped playing the football they should. Silva bearing down on goal. He has scored one against Donnarumma, who went to ground too early, and he's just chipped in with 4-0 up on aggregate. Again, it's time for a cup of tea, ladies and gentlemen. It's stopped being a tie. I think we said this against Real Madrid a couple of episodes ago, but that was because we were getting battered. Silva through on goal here. That is some great composure there from the lad. Just chipping Donnarumma, who's potentially, I think he is in this game still classed as the best goalkeeper in the world. And you wouldn't have thought it there. Silva making him look like a right mug. But we are on the ball again. Techahoa trying to nod that one to Lorenzo Luca. It has been cut out. But I feel like now, unless we absolutely collapse, and if we conceded 2 goals, I would just go so defensive for the rest of the tie to try and shut them out, that I think we'd have to utterly collapse, score own goals, get red cards, not that I'm tempting fate here at all, and the like, in order for us to lose this time. We really don't look like we're going to collapse here. Funk just coming down the right, passing that one in to Schubert, who feints left, goes right, or opposite way round. Castillo into Techahoa here. Techahoa almost nicking a goal himself. He is offside, as it turns out, so he was never going to get that one. I think at this point, Lorenzo Luca, you can come off. Etahari can come on. I think that's the play. Pep Ramos isn't even on the bench after scoring a hat-trick. He must feel proper hard done by. He really must, because he's just sat there going, I scored a hat-trick and you haven't even taken me to the Champions League match. Like, what more do I have to do? Techahoa is looking a bit tired, but obviously Etahari would normally come in there. So we're just going to have to leave him on, and we'll bring on Bastions for Castillo. Give him a little bit of game time, because he's still got a huge amount of potential as well. Played quite well when we have played him. He had a bit of a run in the team when he was demanding football, and he is technically the regular starter, and Castillo is the squad player who should be getting less game time. Unfortunately, he's better, so the playing time's just wrong, which is my fault. Techo into Hatahari does have a shot there, but it is deflected behind for a corner. I think the next guy needs to come off is either Silva or Funk as well, looking down at this. Bedino with a corner, but that is pretty rubbish, to be honest. And now PSG going to be able to come forward. Can we shut this attack out? Can we go without conceding a goal across 2 legs against PSG? That would be lovely. It's going to... I feel like one is coming. I just feel like there's a PSG goal coming here. I hope there's not. I hope we see this out completely. But I feel like there's one coming. Bedino, mate, you can probably stay on if I'm honest. Yeah, there we go. Ryan Gravenberch, who obviously has just joined Bayern Munich in real life, getting the goal. I'm trying to do substitution. We probably want to see that replay, really, don't we? Corner there, though. It's just into the head of Gravenberch. It's nothing too special. It's 4-1 now. We have about 20-25 maybe with additional time added in this match, so I think we can probably seal this one out. Silva could come off, but I think Funk is the one we really want to take off. Keep him fit as possible for the league. We've only got 4 more matches now. We've played one in the league, and we are still 5 points clear. Bayern Munich played FC Köln, who obviously were in 3rd in between these 2 matches, and battered them 6-1. So they are still firmly behind us. We cannot afford to slip up in our last 4 matches if we want to win the Bundesliga. We can't afford to slip up here either. Why are PSG coming back into this? I don't like this. Can we stop? I'm going to do exactly what I said, and we're going to try and tighten up ship a little bit. I mean, they've still got to score another 2 to take it to extra time, but they all of a sudden seem like they noticed that time is running out and want to play a bit of football. It's a corner for us this time, though. This is where we like it. The ball up their end. It's cleared. Lacroix just nicking that one off whoever PSG players that was foot in order to prevent a counter-attack happening there. Bastions forward to Bedino. Techahoa now forward to Schubert. Schubert converts. And that is... Woo, we're back secure again. It's 5-2 on aggregate. 4-2 on the evening against PSG, who are meant to be one of the best teams in the world in this version of FM22. I mean, they're pretty good in real life, let's be honest, but they just haven't won a Champions League yet, so they're never going to be considered one of those top elite teams until they win a Champions League. A bit like a Manchester City, brilliant in the Premier League, can't get it done in the Champions League. So they're not going to be spoke about in the same breath as your Real Madrids and your Bayern Munichs and stuff yet, although they compete in a really difficult league. Can't get it done in Europe. Who does that mean we are facing? We're facing Man United. Let's have a very quick look at this Man United side. Sesko up front, Mbappe over on the left, Rashford's still there, of course. Bruno Fernandes is still there. Dean Henderson is their goalkeeper, so I assume De Gea's retired, maybe? Maybe he's just left. Henderson... I mean, we don't have much data about him. We haven't exactly got a star report, but he looks like a pretty decent, solid goalkeeper. He is conceding quite a few goals, though, so that could be something for us to watch out for. But yeah, Mbappe, obviously the big one. He's looking tired, so hopefully his legs are broken by the time we get to this tie. And Sesko up front, who I'd imagine are both scoring a decent amount of goals. Sesko's not scoring lows. Mbappe, he's been there since the start of this save. He's still scoring quite a few goals, isn't he? Oh no. Oh, we've got to face Man United and Mbappe. Oh, this is scary. Man United, of course, who also want to sign Techahoa and are just regularly sending people to watch him and getting their players like Bruno Fernandes to go, come and join us, please, and thank you. So, assuming that things stay exactly how they are as well, the next episode could be quite a big one. I mean, we've got the DFB Pokal semi-final against Frankfurt, which I kind of want to have on the channel, but it's so close together here that I think we're just going to have to skip that one. We've then got the Champions League match against Man United. We could potentially win the league against FC Köln there, because that would mean we would be guaranteed at that point to finish top, because Bayern Munich are 5 points behind us. Maths, I think that's right. And then we've got the other Champions League leg. So we could have 3 matches in the next episode. It's going to be a busy, busy time, I think. But for now, I probably need to get back to focusing on the league and this match against Wolfsburg, which I'll play off camera. Of course, if you have enjoyed today's episode, please do drop a like down below. It's always very, very much appreciated. And if you are new to the channel and haven't got round to it yet, please hit the subscribe button as well, as we try and get to 2,000 subscribers before the launch of FM23 in, I'd imagine, October, November time. So still quite a bit of time for us to achieve that target. Until next time though, guys, thank you very much for watching. Check out the videos on the screen now, and I'll see you on the next episode for the two-legged affair against Man United and potentially our route to the final. Bye bye.